Hey guys, can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear my voice. I gotta go find my phone. Where is my phone? Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. I didn't even test this microphone before I came on because I don't know. I just didn't. And I don't have. My grandbaby was playing with the microphone earlier and she took off the, I don't even know what you call it, but like the cap or whatever, so you won't hear all these pup, pup, pup. Anyway, so sorry if I do a little extra peas tonight. Okay, you guys? Anyway, welcome to the show tonight. Welcome. Hey, beautiful people. I've been a busy body this whole week because y'all know, if you don't know, my grandbabies are here. Two of them anyway, are here. And I have been in grandmama mode. We had a whole pool fight. You know, me, grandpa, pawpaw. Me, mom, pawpaw, and the two girls, we had a water gun fight in the pool. Needless to say, you know, I was getting the best of them. And the girls wanted to be on my team against Jake because, honey, they couldn't handle the Mima. You hear me? They couldn't handle Mima. So they like, no, we on your team. Let's just go against pawpaw. They got sense. Because, baby, we was acting like 5-year-olds out there. It was fun, though. It was absolutely fun. Memories. But so I haven't been very active this last week, I guess. I've been trying to come out and do some commentary, but I haven't really been that active because I have been definitely engaged with the kiddos. They went to Chuck E. Cheese today and had ice cream cake yesterday and today. Well, it's not really ice cream cake, it's just really ice cream. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that, right? But and tomorrow is s'mores and the movies. So we're going to the movies tomorrow and then s'mores. Okay. And then they go home Friday. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do when they leave because, baby, who going to play in the pool with me? Who going to play in the pool? Listen, I'm going to be like, Jay, the girl's gone. You better come on up out of here. Let's play. Let's have a water gun fight. Okay. She said, hey, Amora, before you get started, I have a question. Where is Mrs. Hurd? I'm not sure what's Miss Hurd. I know that Miss Hurd had something going on with her daughter at one point, and I'm sure she's still taking care of it, but I'm not exactly sure. Somebody said she was in Break Room Live like maybe a week or two ago. I have reached out to her, but I haven't heard back from her. I'm sure she'll resurface. I'm sure she will. But you guys, thank y'all for coming up. Look at my loud talkers lit up in green, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. If you guys want to become a member, let me know and I will drop the link so that you too can become a part of the Loud Talkers family, honey. Yes, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I do not take your membership or your support for granted at all. I just want y'all to know that. But y'all, we got oh my goodness, we got something to talk about tonight, honey. We do. So shout out to everybody. And I'm glad you guys are here. I know it's late and honey, y'all could be doing anything, watching anything. Y'all could be booed up. You could be asleep, but you chose to be here. So I do appreciate that. Okay. So y'all see the title. What is my title? My title says Kevin Wesley. And LaTruth keep praising women who attack their critics, even if it's family. Okay. She said, yes, drop the link, please. Okay, I will. And do I have any moderators in here? I haven't seen one show up yet. I think my moderator's been kind of tired, exhausted, I guess. Do I have any moderators in here? Let me grab the link for you right quick. I also have a goal set tonight for, I think it's $35 super chats. But I also have, y'all see my Cash App, talk about it 2024. And my coffee link is attached above, but let me grab my coffee. Let me grab my membership link. And for those that are not subscribed, can you please subscribe to my channel? I am on the road to 15,000 and then, more, but right now 15,000. Give me a second. I'm grabbing the membership link. And thank you guys so very much for investing in my channel. Y'all are the reasons why I come back here every single night, almost. Every single night. She said, Vanessa's here. I don't see Vanessa. Where you at, Vanessa? Where you at, Vanessa? I don't see Vanessa. Are you in here, Vanessa? If one of the moderators here, can y'all speak? Say hello. But anyway, let's get into this commentary. I just dropped the link for the memberships right here. She said she's in the bushes. Oh, okay. She's in the bushes tonight. Okay. That's fine. I don't think I'm gonna need any moderators. I put it on subscribers only, and y'all know I would get them up out of here. You hear me? So I'm not necessarily in need of a moderator. But I just wanted to know if they was in here or not. All right, so let's get into our commentary. So while we here, why are we even here? Okay, why are we here? So basically, everybody knows, or if you don't know, let me go ahead and tell you the backstory. Hey, Miss Fee, the realist. Let me tell you guys the backstory. So the backstory is Kevin and LaTruth are brothers, and they have two sisters. They're all internet content creators or influencers or whatever you want to call them, right? Bloggers. I'm just going to call it content creators to be safe. Hey, break room. All four of them are content creators. And when we found out about the siblings, LaTruth was going through a divorce with his now ex-wife, Brianna. Okay. And 7 days after their big argument, the tote situation, LaToya, the baby sister, came out swinging for her brother LaTruth. Okay. Now I'm reason why I'm going back in time on this, because I need you guys to really grasp the concept of it all. Okay. So she came out swinging hard. And when she came out swinging against the now ex-wife and for her brother, it was all family over everything. I love my sister. Boy, Toya was down like 4 flat tires. You hear me? And then the brother came out swinging, Kevin, swinging for his brother LaTruth. So now all three of them, thick as thieves. They was posting up pictures and stuff, old pictures, pretending like they was the best thing since sliced bread. You understand what I'm saying? Family over everything. I love my family. I love my baby sister. I love my brother. I love my daddy. I love my cat and my dog. Okay, they didn't say cat and dog, but they loved everybody because blood over everything, right? Family over everything. That is what they wanted us to see, even though Brianna said it was all fake. But people start calling her, she's a liar. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She lies about everything, okay? But when Toya was standing hard in the paint for her brother, I'm talking about hard in the paint, hard up to her neck in the paint, he was all for Toya, okay? He was for Toya. He would even sometimes share her content on his page, sometimes share her photos, hey, Toya, whatever the case may be. And when a tape released, raise your hand if you remember the recording that released where Brianna recorded him saying basically that he hate people know that Toya is his sister. Do y'all remember that one? It was a video that he was caught telling his his wife, that he hate that people know Toya is his sister. He says she is bad for the brand. And at the time, we didn't like Toya, and we came out and we mocked Toya over it. I know I did. I was loud, y'all. I was loud. Your brother said you bad for the brand. Your brother don't like you. Your brother hate that anybody know that y'all are siblings. And what did he do? He took to the internet right away to clean it up. No, what I meant was, okay? He wanted to try to explain it. What I meant was, I didn't really mean it like that. I love my sister. Toya, I love you, sister. I love you, Toya. I love you, Toya. Don't let these people tell you any difference, right? So then he came, he cleaned it up or whatever. And, they real good at manipulating some people, just not me, just not you, but some people, they are good at manipulating, right? People with, I don't know, closed minds or something. Anyway, so we knew then when that tape released that he really, really didn't like his sister. He said she's bad for the brand. But have we heard that since then? Yeah, we did just recently, remember? Since they done fell out, we heard it from his brother, Kevin. Bad for the brand. She's bad for the brand. That's their thing. She's bad for the brand. But guess when she wasn't bad for the brand? She wasn't bad for the brand when she was standing all the way in the paint for her brother, LaTruth. She wasn't bad for the brand when she came out, when we found out about Kevin scamming homeless people, right? Not giving them the bologna sandwiches that he promised them. She came out in his defense, and she wasn't bad for the brand then. So what I'm trying to say to you guys is, when Toya was fighting for her brothers, when she was covering them, even, and I'm going to go out on a limb. Toya might get mad, but you'll be all right, Toya. When she came out even lying in their defense, making it seem like they're the best, most humble, respectful men ever, okay? Kind, gentle-hearted, when she knew that was not the case, okay? She knew that wasn't the case. But when she was coming out hard in the paint for her brothers, lying for them, painting them out to be, decent humans, she wasn't bad for the brand then. She only became bad for the brand when she took the stance and said, enough is enough. My family has been attacked enough. They have drove my family and my children through the mud enough. I no longer want to drag your ex-wife, LaTruth, brother, older brother. I no longer want to be involved in this mess. I no longer want to talk about a woman that has moved on. I want to have a relationship with my niece. Me dragging her is making it impossible for me to have a relationship with my niece that I love. Now, one thing y'all can say about Toya, we didn't say things from head to toe about Toya, right? Oh, she got roaches in the house. Oh, she don't know how to wear wigs. Oh, her body's shaped like this or shaped like that. We have, drugged Toya through the mud, drug her for filth. But one thing we can say about her, and we can never, ever not say, is Toya love her kids. Am I right or am I right? Toya has always came out here and showed mad love for her kids. I'm talking about the hard way, okay? The hard way. Not just for the camera type shit. You can tell when somebody putting on for the camera, and you can tell when it's just genuine. Toya love them children. She love them kids, and she's protective of her kids. And she done came out here in the mud over her kids. Okay? Most parents that love their kids will. They will get in the mud with you, throw sucker punches if they have to. Okay? But you ain't coming for their kids like that. Now we just recently found out that OB the same way. OB is the same way. They love those children. Okay? So those three kids, in my opinion, have a mother and father that genuinely love them and want to protect them. Now, I'm not saying they perfect parents. None of us were. Okay? None of us are, and none of us were perfect parents. Ain't no perfect parent out there. Do we do things that we can improve on? Yes. But you can't change the fact that Toya loved her kids. Okay? Now let's continue. So when she decided that she no longer wanted to swing the bat for Brianna, she no longer wanted to keep on dragging out this old tired ass, oh, Brianna's the worst person ever type shit, all to spare her brother's ego, all to, double down on rhetoric and keep this shit going and going and going and going and going like a damn energized bunny, right? She's like, I'm out of it. I don't want no more parts of this. It's over. Because it was over. It is over, right? That is when you saw a shift in everything. First, it was the supporters. The supporter like, oh, you're not going to drag his ex? Oh, well, F you then, okay? F you then. You're not going to drag his ex? F you. We like you if you drag his ex. Now, let me back up a little bit. I'm getting ahead of myself, right? So the other sister saw Toya receiving all the accolades, all the family over and everything, all the love from the brothers, and she secretly envied that, and she wanted it. So what did she do? She says, let me get back in good with my siblings. Let me turn on Brianna, get back in good with my siblings so I can take my position back. She felt like Toya had taken her position as the favorite sister, okay? So the oldest sister living, she turned on Bree, came out, and start exposing all the text messages that her and Bree ever shared with each other. But she didn't stop there. No. She reached back and she grabbed old friends that Brianna had fell out with, and we all fall out with friends. It might be one or two of y'all that have never fell out with a friend, but for most part, a lot of us has fell out with a friend, whether we liked it or not. We fell out. But they act like Brianna's fallout was just worldwide news, okay? So her falling out with a friend, the oldest sister went and befriended the friends that she fell out with, okay? Make that make sense. But anyway, so then when that happened, she wanted her shine back. She wanted her position back. So she disconnected from LaToya, the baby sister, so that she can be close with her brothers, okay? Now, let me say this. I've heard, because I have ears, that the reason why the supporters didn't like Toya no more is because she was begging for cash apps. She was asking too much, and she got an attitude when people didn't give her cash apps. Now, I want y'all to be honest with me. I need y'all to be honest with me. Was Toya begging for cash apps before this saga? Who knew Toya before this saga started? Was Toya begging for cash apps then? Yes, she was. Yes, she was. On the night that she came forward and told people about what OB did, she was crying. I remember that video. She came out and she asked for cash apps, okay? When she came out in defense of her brother, were they giving her cash apps? Did she say, show your sister some love? Y'all show some love. What I'm trying to get at, you guys, Toya always did this. She didn't just stop talking about Bree and start saying, show your sister some love. See, well, let me tell you what Toya went wrong. Toya actually thought that those supporters were genuinely her supporters. She didn't know they only supported her for dragging Bree. Okay? She didn't know that. She thought they actually loved her family, loved her content, loved everything about her boldness, her fiercelessness, how do you say it, right? She thought that they loved her strength, her empowerment. Okay? She thought that they loved her. She didn't know that their love was conditional. Conditional love, the supporters have. You have to do one or two things. You have to not like his ex, drag his ex, or not like his ex supporters. Okay? Because if you stop beefing, dragging, or dogging out the ex and their supporters, you are the op. The love stops, baby. So let's go there. When she decided she no longer wanted to be in the drama, all of a sudden the supporters are like, why are you asking for cash apps? You are not doing what I want you to do. She said, I sent the coffee. Thank you so much, Tamika, for sending the coffee. Let me put it up on my screen. I appreciate you. I didn't know who did it, but thank you, Tamika. Tamika just made some loud noise in here with a $5 tip. Anybody want to follow her? The link is attached above. Y'all can make some loud noise in this mofo tonight, okay? Appreciate you, Tamik. So again, when she decided to move on, that's when the supporters start noticing, wait a minute, she's still asking for tips, but she ain't dragging Bree. She's still asking for tips, but she ain't dragging Bree supporters. She's still asking for tips, and she apologized for her wrongdoings. See, they don't want you to apologize. Oh, no. They don't want none of that. They don't want peace. They don't want this to be over. They want this to continue forever. But when Toya tapped out, she realized at that moment, those were not her supporters ever, okay? They were never her supporters. They only supported her dragging Brianna, okay? Dragging Brianna supporters, okay? She says, I don't want to be in the ring like that no more. You want to know why? She, not her brother, not LaTruth, not Kevin, she caught a charge. She did. She caught a charge. She had to go back and forth to courts. She is the one that got arrested, okay? And let's talk about it for a minute. And we're going to move on. She went to court how many times? 3 or 4, maybe even 4 or 5 in Atlanta, Georgia. In Atlanta, y'all, in Atlanta, Georgia. Her brother LaTruth lives in Atlanta, Georgia. Did not show up to not one of her court cases. Not one time did he ever show up in support at all. Not even in the parking lot. Even if he said, oh, I had a speeding ticket and I didn't want them to arrest me. Not even in the parking lot. Not at all. It was times that she actually would drive to Georgia from North Carolina and not even see her brother. Okay, but this is supposed to be the close-knit family, okay? The close-knit family, blood over everything type people, right? Okay? All for show, all for camera. Anyway, she ended up with a charge. They did not. Kevin didn't end up with a charge or found guilty of anything. LaTruth didn't end up and found guilty of anything, but LaToya did. So did she stick her neck out on the line for her brothers? Yes, she did. And they loved her for it. I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere. They loved her for it. They absolutely love everybody that sticks their neck out for them. Let's go a little further. Y'all remember, Sweet Ma used to be the front runner, wasn't she? Sweet Ma used to get all the shout outs, all the praise, all the accolades. Remember? Remember, y'all? Remember it was Sweet Ma this, Sweet Ma that. Happy birthday, Sweet Ma. Huh? Y'all remember that? Birthdays come around every year, you know? It's around the same time every year. She got a shout out for her birthday when she was deep in the paint, dragging the ex-wife. But when she decided to get out the mud and move on with her commentary, oh man, I haven't heard Sweet My name in a long time for them brothers. Have y'all? Huh? Hello? Can I buy a vowel? Because why she didn't get no birthday shout outs this year? Huh? Why her content is not being shared? But let's back it up off of Sweet Ma for a second. You remember the internet mama? Anybody remember her? I know it's been a while, y'all. I know it's been a while. What was her name? Vibe with Cal. Remember? Cal, Vibe with Cal. Yeah, the older lady, my age, but, and everybody always thought she was like 70 years old, but, she was clearly in her 50s, right? But anyway, she was to ride hard, and she was dragging the mama, dragging the ex-wife. When she realized what she was doing, she said, y'all, you know what? I ain't doing this no more. Y'all can have this shit. At this point, it's not even trying to defend no lie. Y'all just straight harassing that girl. I'm not about to stalk and harass her. Y'all remember when Val said that, right? Val said that. Val came out. When she said that, what happened? The supporters turned on her. They turned on her. You ain't shit. You ain't this. You ain't that. And you want to know the biggest person that turned on her? Sage and the City. Y'all already know who that is, right? Yeah, baby. That was LaTruth's boo thing. Anyway, so Val with Cal, she got kicked to the curb. They stopped supporting her. Then Sweet Ma, she got kicked to the curb. And I mean, it was other people, but I'm just saying the ones that went all out. They used to get shout outs in the comments, man. They used to get featured, be in the stories and stuff, right? But they were no longer useful for the brothers, and we don't even hear their name no more. Oh my God, is she alive? Do anybody know if Sweet Ma is still alive? Did she pass away? Because I mean, don't nobody talk about her no more. Not the brothers and not the brother supporters. So those that did support her, like for real, they continue with her to whatever content she's doing now. But I guarantee you, her content probably took a small hit. Okay? But I do believe that she has supporters, but those LaTruth supporters, nah, no, because it was all conditional. We support you as long as you do what? Drag his ex-wife, okay? Or drag his ex-wife supporters. Because if you ain't in the paint dragging the ex-wife or the ex-wife supporters, they don't like you. They looking for a mouthpiece, baby. They looking for someone that's dogmatic, troublemaker, you know? They don't care. They want anybody because everybody is disposable. But they're looking for somebody they can use. Simple-minded, easily manipulated, fooled, tricked, low self-esteem, need ego boosting, you know? They need somebody that they can, manipulate, okay? That's the type of person they look for to do their dirty work, to come out swinging for them, okay? That's who they like. That's who they promote. That's who they will push ahead, if you will. You understand what I'm saying? That's who they will shout out. That's who they will say, go follow this person. Yeah. They need, like I said, a mouthpiece. Yeah. So if you're not going to be that for them, if you're not going to be that content creator that dogs out the ex-wife or the ex-wife family, i.e. her father, her boyfriend, even her children, or her supporters, i.e. me or my supporters. If you're not willing to get in the mud and do that, you're not about to get shouted out. You're not. You're going to be left and forgotten. Okay? But if you're willing to be the dummy for these brothers, okay? The puppet, the Muppet, if you're willing to do that for these brothers, baby, come get your crown, honey. Or your crown, whether you're a queen or a king, come get it and put it on your head. Okay? Because that's the only way you're going to get those brothers love. Toya used to have it, remember? Oh, Toya used to wear that crown, baby. You can't say Toya didn't wear the crown. She lost it. She lost it when she chose to move on. Okay? Her sister started wearing the crown. And then, her and her sister had a public falling out. And then they went to court. And the judge said, y'all can't speak on each other no more. So as much as the other sister would have loved to continue to fight with Toya and bring her all the way to her knees, Toya took her to court. They took each other to court. And the judge said, y'all need to stop. Stop it right now. Y'all can't say nothing else about each other. That's the only reason why the other sister didn't take her legs from underneath her, because that was the plan. The plan was to discredit Toya so bad to where if Toya ever came out and released anything about her brothers, it would have all have been unbelievable. People would have been like, nah, she lying. She lying because she would have been said that, okay? Thank you, Cheryl, for making some loud noise up in there with that $10 tip. Love you too, baby. Thank you. So the sister has started doing that. Okay. The sister has started trying to break her down, take her legs from underneath. Y'all heard that expression before. Cut them at the knees. Get them at the knees. That way they can't grow, right? Cut them at the knees. She has started doing that. Y'all, if Toya come out and say this about my brother, she's a liar. She's not telling the truth and so forth and so on. She can no longer do it when the judge silences her. But wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. The sister had already befriended a lot of different people that they speak with each other on a daily, baby. Okay? A lot of different people. So yeah, no, she can't fight the battle with her sister. She can't bring her sister to her knees. So what does she do? She looks for someone, again, low self-esteem, low self-worth, low self-value, okay? Need ego boosting, no self-love, right? Need somebody that can be easily tricked, fooled, manipulated, right? She got in their head and let me tell you something, got in their head and said, you do it. And let me tell you this, not even directly. It don't even have to be, hey, can you do this? It's the persuasion, baby. And let me see something. Please tell me I didn't, I may have to go get my phone. Oh no, I got it. Okay. All right, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. How do I put this out? Give me a second. Well, how do I pull this out? I want to put this on here. Hold on one second. Let me get this receipt, baby. I should have had the receipt and I apologize, but I got it, y'all. I got the receipt, child. Stop playing. Here you go. Okay. I'll pull up in a minute. But anyway, so it doesn't even have to be a direct telling somebody to do this, do that, and do that. No, you don't have to do that. People do things sometimes without being directed to do it. Okay. Let me explain why. Sometimes you don't have to come out and say, can you do this for me? You can say things like, I appreciate you for having my back. I appreciate you for always standing in the gap for me. I appreciate you for proving yourself to be honest, no matter what's going on. You know, I appreciate you for being a good person. So they give them subtle comments and things like that with the hopes of, oh, let me butter that bun. Putting butter all over the bun, because some people, that's all they need is to be buttered. They just want to be buttered, flattered. And if you can flatter someone that don't have no self-love, you'll get them to do whatever it is that you want them to do without even telling them to do it directly. But you're manipulating them to do it because they know what you like. They know what you need. So by saying things like, I don't know what it is about you, but you have tough skin. I've seen you stand in the paint and this stuff don't bother you, right? Y'all heard those words before. Have you? Have you? Have you? You got tough skin. You strong. You can stand on your own. I've been watching you. You the strongest woman I know. They lift you up. They empower you. And let me tell you something. They clearly don't care nothing about you because they would rather you mess up your channel. You jeopardize your channel, your freedom, your reputation, your supporters to do what? Their dirty work, baby. Come out here and be in the mud and do their dirty work. Wow, what they do? They stuff their pants, they dance, they eat, they go live a happy life while you out here swinging from tree to tree, from branch to branch, swimming from one side of the muddy lake to the other, huh? You're getting videos removed. You're getting videos striked. You're getting family posted. They don't care nothing about that. Why? because you're covering for them. You're swinging for them. They don't have to do it. They want a mouthpiece, somebody that'll come out, jeopardize whatever they have, all for the sake to cover them so they won't have to do it. Now, let's go back a little bit. I don't want to jump too far ahead of myself. Remember how LaTruth had all those, I call them 51s, but y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't think it's 51 no more, but I used to call them the 51s because, baby, they were deep. They was deep, baby. They was deep. Y'all remember they did all the dirty work, right? Well, LaTruth somewhat, he'll come out and throw a sub here or there, but he wasn't hard in the paint because he didn't have to be. He had people fighting for him, remember? While he came out here acting like he was unbothered, while he was going to the mall every day, getting his vitamin B12 shots or, IVs or whatever, right? He was buying clothes. He was flexing Rolexes and jewelry. He was out eating steak and salmon steaks every day. He was going to the Beyonce concert, honey. He was looking at all types of shaking booty asses walking around there. He looked so unbothered, didn't he? So unbothered. But then when his support started breaking off one by one, start leaving him, start opening up their eyes and realizing, okay, hold on, let me get this person out of here. Hold on. Oh, my bad. I took you as, I'm mistaken. I thought you was a troll. I'm sorry. Child, I was about to get you up out of here. I'm so sorry. I'm glad I ain't highlight you. Don't nobody even know who I'm talking about because, baby, I was about to get you up out of here. But I'm not even going to say your name because I don't want people to zoom in on you. But, baby, I thought you was a troll, honey. But anyway, let me refocus. I thought it was a troll, but it was not a troll. It was not a troll, y'all. Baby, listen, I'm like, I ain't got no moderators in here. I see Candy just popped up in here. But, baby, I was about to... Hold on. I'm so used to every time I talk about the brothers or call them out for the obvious things that they're really doing, here comes somebody just be mad. Why can't you talk about yourself? Why can't you talk about yourself? And I thought they was about to say something like that. So I digress, and I apologize if you know who I'm talking about. So anyway, let's continue. Where was I? Where was I, y'all? Hold on, refocus some more. Refocus. I lost my train of thought. It's going to come back in a minute, y'all. It's going to come back. Let me read this super chat. Maybe it'll come back. She says, well, damn, didn't know you were live. Hit the like button and support our girl with the Till super chat. 24 more to go. Put it on the floor. Thank you, Candy. Where was I, y'all? Okay, so I think I was, oh, yeah. So what I was saying they say subtle things. They give you compliments, right? They do. Oh, yeah, I know what I was talking about. The 51s. That's right. Thank you, Raw Truth. The content creators, when they was deep in the paint fighting for LaTruth, he didn't have to come out here and act a total fool. He was still being subliminal, right? But he didn't come out and do like the little the diss tracks talking about I hate you and I hope you burn in hell type shit. He only did that when the support slowed down. When the flashlight starts shining on him and his brother, that's when he like, oh shit, no, get the spotlight off me. No, get it off me, right? So that's when he had to come out here and start fighting harder because one, his flying monkey slowed down. A lot of them fell off. A lot of them, the light came on and they realized that those brothers ain't nothing but users. Those brothers want this mess to keep to keep going. I say it now and I said it before plenty of times, right? It is the brothers that has kept this going, mainly LaTruth, but I cannot discount Kevin. Why? Because Kevin used to come all the way over from Facebook to YouTube, encouraging the flying monkeys to continue on. Now, tell me if you've ever heard Kevin say things like this to the 51s, the people that used to be the 51s. You are a good blogger. They are intimidated by your intelligence. You speak so well. I can see you doing great things in the future. Your channel is booming. Have y'all heard Kevin say things like that to people? Huh? Kevin say things like that to people that they still every now and again dibble and dabble on Brianna, but mainly they moved on to talk about other things. He don't even go over there in their comments to even listen to the other things that these bloggers that he claimed to be so intelligent and have good content, he don't even go over there and support that. Do you understand me? Thank you so much, Tinkerbell. I appreciate that. She said, talk your talk, sis, and keep smiling, keep spilling these facts. Thank you so much, Tinkerbells. I do appreciate that $49.99 super chat, baby. I appreciate you. And Vanessa, she said, please support Amora, y'all. Go Amora's goal and send a $5 super chat. Thank you. Thank you so much, Vanessa. Appreciate you, honey. So, but you boost up these people, these content creators, and the content creators that they boost up are which ones? The ones that they think are dogmatic, baby. The ones that they think is going to bark for them. See, they don't want just any old content creator. They want the ones that's going to stand in front of them. The ones that's not going to be afraid to fight off their critics. And that's what they want. They want attack dogs, flying monkeys. They want people not just to speak positively about them. No, that's not what they want. They want people that will attack their critics. They don't want critics. They don't want people breaking down their videos. They don't want people calling out their inconsistencies. They don't want people to point out their lies. Now, Sean, everybody knows Sean, right? Yeah, we know Sean. Sean just released a video the other day. Yesterday, matter of fact. Was it yesterday? I know I watched it today, so it had to be yesterday. Sean released a good video. If you have not seen it, you need to really go see it. Oh, I think I watched it yesterday. Anyway, but she did a good video. It may have been the day before, whatever. But I watched that video. It was a good video. And she even showed where he lied. I mean, straight up lied in the video, right? He comes out and tell people, I did not leave her. We made the decision to split. It was not about me leaving her, right? In one video, he said he didn't leave Jamie, JC. But then in another video, he said he did leave JC. But that one, they only lie. You have to go watch it. It's a really, really good video, right? So he doesn't want people to point out his lies. So what does he do? He goes and give one of the puppet masters, watchdogs, the easily gullible, easily manipulated, insecure, all of that, went and got one of them to do his dirty work. Fight off my critics. I don't want nobody criticizing me. Either talk positive about me or don't talk about me at all. And what I don't understand is people like that are very dangerous. People that don't know how to accept constructive criticism, they're dangerous because what it is, they want to come out and present something about themselves and they want everybody to only see that. Okay? Only see that. They don't want to see no lies. Don't call out my lies. If you call out my lies, I'm going to get my bulldog on you. I'm going to get my dummy on you. I'm going to get my fool on you, honey. I'm going to use somebody and I'm going to have them come out here and spin out, act a fool, even do things criminally. Yeah, people with low self-esteem. Yeah. I'm gonna go get my flunky for you, to somebody that don't mind fucking up their name, fucking up their family, fucking up their supporters, okay? Fucking up their channel. Yeah. Somebody that I don't even value, because let me explain something to you. And I've said this before. If a person value you, they're not going to allow you to spin out. They're not going to allow you to look like the biggest dummy of them all. They're not going to do that. They're not going to allow you to lose control, come out of character. They're not going to allow that. They're going to say, nah, no, this ain't what I want. Stop. Let me tell you what they're not going to do. And then we're going to get into this, okay? Hold on. They're not going to allow this. They're not going to do this. Let's read this. Let's read this this text message. Can y'all see this? Not text, but this was a comment left yesterday. Okay. We're gonna analyze and break this down to the true meaning of what this post or this comment left under a post means. Okay. Follow me, shall we? Okay. Amber, as much as I hate to see y'all argue and all, I do appreciate you in many ways. I do see you as a sister. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I do appreciate you. And in many ways, I do see you as a sister. I have real issues with trust now, but you always prove you are real and honest, no matter what emotions you are in. Okay, listen. Let's go there. So this is from a man that had been proven to not be honest, that we have proved over and over that he has lied multiple times. Okay. So this is now a liar telling someone that you have always proved you are real and honest, no matter what emotions you are in. I hope all this ends soon so we can focus on getting to know each other more. Can I translate that for you guys? Can I? I need my chat to wake up, honey. I need y'all to wake up, baby. I need y'all to wake up. Can I translate that for you? Let me know. Let me know. I don't see nobody saying, yeah. Y'all sleep. Y'all are asleep in that chat, baby. I'm going to need y'all to wake up, stand up, move around, jump around. All right. I see some yeses. So let's do a breakdown of the meaning behind this comment. Okay. Amber, as much as I hate to see y'all argue and all, I do appreciate you. And in many ways, I do see you as a sister. Translation. He opens with a soft, diplomatic tone, attempting to balance disapproval with affection. But the real issue, referring to her as a sister and expressing appreciation while ignoring the serious harm she has caused, suggests passive endorsement. Okay? A passive endorsement. Let's continue. I have real issues with trust now, but you always prove you are real and honest, no matter what emotions you are in. Translation. He admits trust issues, but says she is honest despite emotional state. Okay? Despite putting up people's family members. Okay? Despite reaching out to other people's that don't have nothing to do with this, despite stalking comments. And if you laugh, if you snicker, If you say anything, you're going to be harassed. Your profile will be dug into. Your family photos will be plastered all over her social media. Okay. So, yeah, ignoring the serious harm that she is doing. Okay. So again, translation, he admit to his trust issues, but says she's honest despite emotional states. Okay. Here's the issue with that. Calling her honest, blatantly disregard her documented pattern of harassment, doxing, and targeted bullying. This is either willful ignorance or just plain old gaslighting. He also subtly painting her instability no matter what emotion you're in. So he's admitting that she's having some issues, that she's off her rockers. Okay? He's also subtly painting her instability no matter what emotions you are in as as admirable rather than concerning. Okay? He thinks, oh yeah, no matter what emotions you're in, you're amazing. You're awesome. No matter if you're spinning out, no matter if you fuck up your channel, no matter if your supporters are not liking what you're doing, your rhetoric, no matter that, I like it. I love it. So he's admiring what she's doing rather than having any type of concern, because a real friend, a real supporter, someone that really have your back, really genuinely rock with you, they will be concerned for this person. Okay. They would not at all admire what she's doing because they know in the long run, it may look all fun and games now, baby. It may look all fun and games now, but longevity, right? The long run, this is bad for her, for her channel. It's bad for her supporters. It's bad because who really want to be attached to that? Who wants to be attached to that? People will start peeling off. People will start disconnecting. They've already started. Okay. People would say, nah, yeah, this ain't what I thought I was signing up for. Yeah, no, like, like what did Sean have to do with this? And you just said the other day that you don't come after people unless they come after you. But I see you going after Sean, and Sean don't say nothing about nobody. Okay. Sean broke down a video, which all bloggers on YouTube break down videos. All bloggers critique. It is covered up under the Fair Use Act. Okay. So to direct target someone, all because they're blogging on someone that has put a battery in your back, that has empowered you, that has manipulated and gaslight and is currently using you, to put a battery in their back and tell them that what they're doing is amazing, right? And not concerning, that is no supporter. That's someone that does not have your back. But let's continue. I hope all this ends soon so we can focus on getting to know each other more. Translation: he's expressing a desire for peace and a strong connection with this person. Here's the issue. This comes off as tone deaf. He's positioning her as the victim of the drama that she is actively creating. And this statement centers his desire to bond over addressing the damage that she's done. It implies reconciliation is more important than accountability. He's like, I hope we can get to know each other when you finish being drugged through the mud, when you finish being dogged, and when your channel is no longer valuable to you. Okay. So what this message really reveals, let's go. Enabling behavior. Despite publicly claiming to be a leader, a life coach, Kevin is failing to hold this person accountable. Instead, he's rewarding bad behavior with praise and emotional validation, minimizing abuse by using phrases like argue and all. He's reducing the targeted harassment, including doxing, emotional manipulation, and public ridicule to just simple arguments. Image management over integrity. This reads as an attempt to appear fair and neutral while privately benefiting from this person's loyalty and their platform. He wants the drama to stop, not because it's harmful, but because it interferes with him getting to know that person more. Covert alliances. Her reply, and let me show you. Her reply, thank you, Kevin. Let me get back to it. Where am I? Her reply is what? Let me get back to it. Oh, her reply, thank you, Kevin, confirms that she sees this message as what, y'all? She sees this message as supportive. He supports what I'm doing, not correction. He likes what I'm doing. He likes that I'm cussing people out. He likes that I'm harassing people. He likes that I'm posting photos all on my page. He likes that I am in the mud all the way up to my edges, right? He likes that. He likes that I'm being downright delusional. He likes it. He supports me. And I love that he supports me. He likes that I'm dragging his sister. He likes that I'm dragging anybody that his sister talks to. He likes it. So thank you, Kevin, is a way of saying, I see that you support me. I see that you like this. Because what did he say? I hope all this ends soon. I hope all this ends soon. Gaslighting, bullshit at its finest, okay? So Kevin's statement is a covert endorsement disguised as compassion. By failing to publicly condemn this person's harassment campaign while praising her honesty, is complicit in the harm that she is causing. Okay? Because if Kevin truly believed in evolution and leadership as the life coach that he pretends to be, he'll be evolving out of enabling toxicity, not softening or embracing it for connection. Okay? He will be saying, this ain't it. You got to stop, pull back. I don't want this for you. I don't want this for your channel. I don't want you going back and forth with my sister. My sister is your profile photo. Can you take that down? I was mad for the moment, but I don't want you guys. I don't want to support a smear campaign against my sister. It was a oneer and doneer. I was mad for 1 week, 1 month, whatever the case may be. I'm over it now. I'm no longer mad because at the end of the day, she's still my family. She's still my sister. Her children are still my niece and nephews. Please, if you support me, take her photo down. Stop arguing back and forth with my sister. Let us work this out, okay? Let us handle this. It may take a moment to smooth itself out, but the more you guys go back and forth, mock her, drag her, entertain her, because at this point, he should be saying, don't even entertain her. If she say something or whatever, just let her talk. Now, one thing that we know about Toya, because we've been dealing with Toya for 3 years, so we know Toya, right? I'd say I know Toya. One thing I know about Toya If you and Toya is going back and forth, Toya throwing blows, you throw blows. Toya is the type, she wears her feelings on her shoulder or her sleeve, should I say. If you stop coming at Toya, Toya will stop coming at you. But the more you come at Toya, the more Toya is going to come at you. Toya will try for a day or two to not say nothing back to you with the hopes of it going away. But if you keep coming at her, she's going to keep coming at you. But if you stop, if you say, you know what, whatever, you got it. I ain't going to say nothing else. Toya will stop. She may not apologize, but she will stop. And then it will be over. It will be no more back and forth, right? That's one thing I know about Toya, because Toya really is how do I say this? Toya is like she's a softie. I know, it may not come off that way, but she really is a softie. Her feelings are easily hurt, you know? She really can't stay down in the mud too long. Y'all know we crippled her for a minute, right? Until we backed off. She's not really a, grimy, nasty, disgusting person. Because if she was, she wouldn't come out and be emotional about the things that she's saying. She just say whatever come to her mind for the moment as a defensive mechanism. And let me tell you why I say that, right? If you stop and listen to the things that she's saying what you said about her. You know what I mean? If you say bottom of the barrel, she's going to say bottom of the barrel. If you say, roach infested, she's going to say roach infested. Am I the only one that noticed that? Whatever you ever said about her, she's going to turn around and say it about you in her rant to you. So she's really just throwing things back at you that you threw at her. Okay? That's what she does. She really ain't, and then she'll do it crying. I'm sick of y'all. I'm tired of y'all. I'm sick of y'all. Just leave me and my family alone. That's it. Okay? She really is a softie. Okay? So here's the thing. I've only been knowing her going on 3 years, right? But Kevin and Robert has been knowing her her whole life. They've been knowing this about her whole life. So they know she's a softie. They know she's a crybaby. And I'm not saying it in a disrespectful manner. I'm not saying this to poke fun at Toya, because there's a lot of crybabies. There's a lot of adult crybabies. There are. My aunt is a crybaby. I'm talking about will cry over a damn movie. Just cry, right? Cry, right? So they know that she's a crybaby, but instead of coming out here being the leader that they claim they are sitting back and allowing people that they're using that's easily manipulated. They're allowing them to come out and clap, drag, bash their sister instead of saying, this is our fight. This is our fight. I don't want y'all to get in the mud with my sister. Because one day, and here's the thing, one day they will make up. Mark my words. They will make up. If you know, you know. Sometime it might take 6 months. Sometime it might take damn 6 years. But they will make up. I didn't talk, me and, I don't even want to go there, but me and a family member didn't talk for a while. Almost, was it a year? Shit, it probably was over a year. People make up because at some point you say, you know what? God damn it. I'm tired of being mad. If something happened to their daddy right now and they have a funeral for their daddy, and Lord, I'm not wishing that on nothing bad or anything on him. But if something, because we die, everybody know we die. If one day it's going to be your time, it's going to be my time, whatever the case may be, right? But if something happened to their father and they have to go to the funeral, it's not going to be right? I'm still mad at what you said about me 3 years ago. No. it's going to be, I'm hurting. I need my brother. I'm hurting. I need my sister. I'm hurting. I need my family. I'm telling you, they're going to make up. And the very ones that's standing in the middle, right, throwing spitballs, trying to keep them from making up, right, or either dragging the dog crap out of her or him, is a difference in calling out shit and just straight up mocking, okay? You can call out a person's behavior all day long. But as you see, who is this picture of right here? The profile picture. It's his sister. I've seen, and I know y'all have too, I've seen the sister wigs. I've seen the sister edges. I've seen the sister's stomach. I've seen the sister's face. I've seen the sister's beard. I've seen the sister's teeth. I've seen a lot of the sister's facial or, just body pictures because they're dragging her for filth. They're dragging her for filth. All while saying, I love, appreciate, and support her brothers. Her brothers. Okay? I'm gonna put up another comment in a minute, but let me go ahead and put it up. Let me go ahead and put it up. Do I want to put this up? Yeah, I'm gonna put it up. Why not? Let's go. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, we're gonna break this comment down as well. This was a post, a comment, or something like that made by another person. I'm not going to say no names because what I'm going to refuse to do is give anybody any clout on my page any longer. But I will call out behaviors. But me calling out names and stuff like that, nah, the clout, that stops. But I will call out behaviors. I'm not going to allow toxic behaviors to go unmentioned just because. You know what I'm saying? So let's go there. This says, hey, I'm Kevin Wesley, be the evolution and Roberts Hampton, new little sister. One day ain't never gotta worry selling them out for Wild Irish rolls and a $5 sack. Hey, brothers. Oh, and Don Hampton, how could I forget you, sis? Love you forever. Let's talk about this comment. Okay, so this person is calling herself their little sister. Now, again, this is after the brothers have publicly disowned their actual sister, LaToya Foster. Okay? So now for this person to be actually saying, hey, I'm officially their little sister. There's so much wrong with that, but just stay with me, okay? All right? So again, this person is calling herself the little sisters after the both brothers publicly disowned their actual sister, LaToya. And then, wait a minute, let me say this. So after both brothers publicly disowned their sister, they turn around. Hold on, they turn around. Let me make sure I got this right. Let me just do it like this, y'all. Hold on, I gotta do it like this. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. So let me take this down. Hold on. All right. So again, after publicly disowning the sister, they turn around and say, I do appreciate you. And in so many ways, I do see you as my sister. I do see you as my sister. And this is after publicly disowning their real sister. This is after we've heard Kevin Wesley say on his live stream, Don't ever say nothing else to me. Okay? When you're done, you're over, you're cut off, right? He publicly disowned LaToya. He publicly basically said, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. And then he turned around and called someone that he has basically easily, it wasn't hard, easily manipulated, and says, I do appreciate you. And in many ways, I do see you as a sister. What does that even mean? Well, I see you as a sister because you're doing what my sister used to do, but refused to do. And that is what? Fight off my critics, fight off my brother critics, and oh yeah, dog out whoever we don't like. Whoever we don't like. If you dog them out, oh yeah, you're my sister. You're my sister and I love you so much, sister. Right? But if you're not willing to do that, unfortunately, you will be cut off too, baby. It don't matter if you got blood in your veins or not. But if you refuse to dog out those that is calling him or LaTruth out on their bullshit, if you refuse to do it any longer, you will not be considered a sister. But let's break down this message right here. Okay. So again, after both brothers publicly disowned their actual sister LaToya and publicly thanked this person for attacking their sister, paints a disturbing picture of manipulation, power dynamics, and toxic alliance building. Okay. All right. So this person didn't become their little sister through integrity, through healing, or through relationship building. They earned this spot by doing one and one thing only: tearing down people that call out their bullshit. Okay? Tearing down people that they used to be into it with. Okay? That's not loyalty, you guys. It's opportunist trauma bonding. Opportunist trauma bonding. Okay? And Kevin embraces it, speaks volume about who he is as a man. All right. The fact that he's embracing this bullshit. Okay. But let's continue. So when Kevin says, let's go back to it. I do see you as a sister. This is a symbolic replacement. He's not just calling this person a sister. He's giving her LaToya's spot. After publicly humiliating his own blood relative, he's basically swapping it, you guys. Listen, he's giving her LaToya's spot. Okay? He's saying, I do see you as a sister. So he's giving her spot. That's not evolution. That's emotional betrayal disguised as unity. Kevin said you always prove you are real and honest. What he's doing is rewarding this person's vicious attacks against his sister by calling her honest. This suggests Kevin confuses honesty with emotional recklessness, and he is willing to praise dysfunction if it benefits him. You can be dysfunctional. You can be mentally unstable. You can be off your rockers. You can do all of this criminal activity type shit. Yeah, you can do this as long as I'm benefiting from it. His brother's the same way. If it's benefiting me, do what you do. If it ain't benefiting me, y'all crazy over there. Because if Kevin was a true leader, he wouldn't even, like I said before, he wouldn't even want her to do this. He'd be like, no, I don't want even nobody that I am associated with to spin out of control like this. Hypertension is real. Hypertension is real. Hypertension can have your ass in the hospital and maybe even 6 feet under. Okay? But let's continue. This person, paraphrase, I'm their new little sister now. This isn't innocence. It's strategic placement. She's leveraging chaos to secure her role in their circle. And Kevin is not just allowing it, he's co-signing this bullshit, y'all. Bottom line, Kevin and his brother LaTruth publicly cut off their own sister and then welcomed this person in for doing their dirty work, okay? Kevin's soft, sweet message isn't peacekeeping. It's a reward system for bullying. It confirms that he values loyalty to him over ethics. He will excuse toxic behaviors if it serves his emotional or social needs. He is not a neutral party and absolutely not the leader or life coach he claims to be. All right. But let's continue. Let's go back to this post. It starts with, I'm Kevin, Wesley, and Robert's Hampton, new little sis. Like I said, this is strategically positioning herself in their circle. Okay. She is publicly claiming her status as the new little sister, fully leaning into the role after both of these men have severed ties with their real sister. She's not just accepted into the circle, she's flaunting that shit, okay? So it's one thing to cause a wound, right? It's one thing to cause a wound, but it's something else to take salt and rub it in the wound. Have y'all ever heard that expression? Have you ever heard of taking salt and rubbing it into the wound? So her post was basically salt added to the wound of Toya's. She flaunting, I'm the new little sister now. You're out. They don't like you. They cut you off. Your real family cut you off. But they like me. I'm the little sister now. I have the role. So you go out there and you just, you be without your real ass family. Oh, this is bad in so many ways. Anyway, this is emotional currency, and she knows it. One, they ain't never gotta go worry about women. She says, I'm your little sister. You don't have to worry about me. What she say? You don't have to worry. You ain't never gotta worry about them. Worry selling them out for wild Irish rolls and a $5 sack. Hey, brothers, right? This is a low blow. This person is referencing alcohol and drugs, wild Irish rolls, and a $5 sack, likely implying substance abuse to humiliate Toya. So basically, they're saying you sold your brothers out for drug money and alcohol, okay? You came out here and went back and forth with your own brothers, your own siblings. And the thing about it is, I don't understand why people feel like family can't go back and forth with each other. We do it all the time. We grew up doing it, right? We fought. The internet just makes it a little different and weird, to be honest with you, right? But siblings fight. But when siblings fight, it's not good to jump in the middle of siblings fighting. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're not supposed to jump in the middle. Why? Because those siblings will do what? They will make up. And where you going to be? Well, we'll just see, right? Anyway, this post is extremely disrespectful. This person is mocking their actual sister alleged struggles in order to elevate herself in their life. Okay? And they thanked her for this publicly. All right? The fact that he says, I do appreciate you, and in many ways, I do see you as a little sister. I have real issues with trust, but guess what? You have proven yourself to be real and honest, okay? I hope this all ends so we can focus on getting to know each other more. What does this mean? I hope this all can end so you can be so I can really replace you with the sister that I wanted, and that's the person that to drag people and to go after my critics, okay? So when he says, I hope all this can end soon, he knows it's not going to end soon. He's literally been fighting online for almost 6 years with a man that used to be his friend that didn't like the fact that he offered him a bowl of fruit while flexing his freaking curves in his face, right? and also moaning in his presence. He's been arguing for 6 years almost with this guy. So he knows it's not going to end soon. He knows that. He knows that we're going to look at his foolery. He knows we're going to check out his manipulation, his contradiction, and he knows we're going to point it out. So this, I hope this all ends soon bullshit. He knows it's not going to end. He knows there's no close ending to this shit. He knows that. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Again, this post was for extreme disrespect. She's mocking the actual sister's alleged struggles in order to elevate herself in the brother's life, and they thanked her for it publicly. This is not sisterhood. That's a performative loyalty based on hate, baby. Performative loyalty. And let me just say this. The reason why I say performative loyalty based on hate, because did we not hear several months ago, this person has came out publicly and said, I am not a supporter of those brothers. I don't support them. Did we hear that? I don't support them. Hell no. I am not their supporter. We've heard it over and over and over. This person that now says she's the baby sister has came out publicly and has denounced her support for them multiple times. So again, it's not, that's performative loyalty based on hate is what it is. It's not sisterhood. It's performative loyalty. Okay, performative. I'm doing this for the supporters. I'm doing this so that people can think this is what I want. This is who I am. Okay, let's continue. Hey, brothers, softening the shade with emojis to create a facade. Okay, let me put that back up. Hey, brothers, softening the shade with emojis to create a facade of love. After just throwing brutal shade, it's manipulation 101, throwing the punch and then smiling afterwards. Okay. And then she followed it up with, Don Hampton, how could I forget about you, sis? Love you forever. Kissy face. This is aligning herself even deeper into the family circle, trying to make it look like she's one of them across the board. Yeah, I'm the new little sister. But let's talk about the red flags in this post, okay? She's weaponizing other people's trauma for clout and positioning. Kevin and Robert are silent about this public dig at their blood sister. They're not stopping no one for dragging her. And it's more than just one person that's dragging her. They're not coming out saying, nah, y'all, I stay quiet over a lot of things. I don't get involved with a lot of things, but you guys dragging my sister, y'all got to stop. I mean, I'm mad at my sister, but it hurts me to see y'all try to hurt her. Okay? All right? But they're not doing that. They're staying quiet. So let's continue. Again, they're silent about the public dig at their blood sister, which is a loud confirmation of their approval. And that's what people don't understand. It's not always about what you say. It could definitely be what you don't say. So when we used to say he's condoning those 51 content creators to drag his ex-wife, the mother of his daughter, right? It's because he would not come out here and tell them to stop. So it's not, we may not have heard you come out and say, hey, y'all, drag her ass. But you damn sure didn't tell them to stop. Okay. So again, not always what you say. It very well could be what you don't say. Okay. So it's loud confirmation of approval when you do not tell people to stop mocking my sister. Stop making videos about my sister. Stop posting thumbnails showing her in a bad light. You know, face looking funny, legs looking funny, whatever the case may be. He has not yet to say that. Stop humiliating my sister. This person is blending mockery and flattery, which is a classic narcissistic manipulation tactic to keep herself elevated while keeping others humiliated. Her tone is gleeful and arrogant. not restorative or loving at all. She's not trying to build. She's trying to replace and destroy. You remember when I told y'all a long time ago? It's people out here that just want to divide. They don't want to build. You remember when we said let's gather our sisterhood? Remember that? Let's get our sisterhood. And we said the sisterhood comprised of a little bit of people from here, a little bit of people from there. We wasn't too standoffish in the beginning when we was building our sisterhood. Anybody that wanted to just, join hands, become sisters, and stop the back and forth beefing with each other, they were welcome. We was welcoming everybody in the beginning. Remember that? It's people that came out in defense and hated our sisterhood. They hated it. Why? Because they're dividers. They're not builders. They're not connectors. They're not joiners. They're dividers. They are out to destroy. There are people that love to divide, to conquer, to destroy. Okay? That's a characteristic flaw in a person. That's who they are. They love to divide, to tear down, and to destroy. Okay? So again, what does all of this say about Kevin and his brother LaTruth? They reward betrayal of their own family with closeness. They replaced accountability with applause. They can't hold themselves accountable for not shit. They are not victims of this person's behavior. You want to know why? Well, because they are benefactors. They're the creators of this shit. Okay? They're not victims of her behavior. They're benefactors. They benefit from her behavior. Okay? This is not about loyalty, love, or leadership. It is just messy performance. But let's continue. Okay? So what is, hold on, let me see. Okay, so it said this person's post is not just a self-congratulatory moment. It's a complete takedown of a real family member, LaToya, and celebration of her replacement by someone who's only there because she's loud, messy, and weaponized. Okay? All right? She's only there. Let's say that again. She's only there because she's willing to do their dirty work, is what it's saying. She's willing to do their dirty work. She would not be considered their little sister at all if she wasn't willing to do their dirty work. Okay? You remember when me and Bree fell out and his sister Dawn said, my brother LaTruth wants you to call him. And I said, what do you want to talk about? I'm not sure. He just wants you to call him. But then I reached out to somebody and I was like, when you talk to LaTruth, what he want? Oh, he wanted me to, do this, that, and the other. Oh, he's going to want you to tell him everything you know about Bree. He wants you to fight for him. Oh, no, hell, he don't. Oh, no, hell, he don't. And that's why I never reached out. I would never have done that, right? But there are people that have. There are people that he was able to manipulate, or, some of them just got, they just easily manipulated. The flying monkeys, oh, Lord, some of them just easy to manipulate. But he want the dogmatic, loudmouth, disrespectful, no morals, no value, having no self-love, having person to come and be their mouthpiece, okay? And that's the only way you're going to be able to be in their circle. If you're not coming out here screaming to the top of your lungs, dragging his ex, fighting with his ex supporters, if you're not doing that, trust and believe they ain't got no love for you. They're only going to beef you up if you're standing in the paint for them. And standing in the paint means that you got to be fighting. You can't be silent and move on and do respectful content. But as long as you stay nasty, okay, stay wrong, don't show no receipts, talk about his ex-wife, even if it's the photos or whatever 10, 15 years ago, even if she was pregnant, it don't matter. Don't matter. It don't matter. I don't care if she was 3. They want you talking about her even when she was 3 years old. They don't give no damns if you are not doing that. If you are not willing to drag his ex, talk about his ex, disrespect his ex, and she ain't saying shit to you. She ain't disrespected you. Y'all ain't had no words in a minute. He wants you highly engaged. And if you ain't engaged, he ain't gonna show no love for you. So if you want your content shared, you want to be mentioned, you want to feel relevant, you want to be in the circle, you want people to pull up, you want views, you want to make a dime or two, you got to get in the mud. You got to drag his ex-wife. You got to talk about everything: her hair, her face, her nose, her tits, her butt, her stomach, her feet, her eyes, where she lives, her bank account, who she dates, her kids, her father. You gotta drag her. Because if you don't, you are of no use for these brothers. If you ain't dragging her, you damn sure better be dragging anybody that's supporting. I do mean anybody. They stalk the critics' lives. They look in the comments. If you laugh, you post, you leave an emoji, drop eyes, you're going to be drugged. You're going to be talked about. You're going to be posted. You're going to be harassed. You're going to be bullied. All for the sake of the brothers. This is what they want. And if you know, you know. You can try to back out of it. You can try to say, I love my soft life. I love my peaceful life. I'm over here winning in real life. But no, you're not. You're not winning because you don't have the clout that you really thought you had. Because you ain't dragging. You ain't saying this or that. So what do? You got to turn up the volume. Get back out there. Roll your sleeves up. Roll your pants legs up. Get in that muddy ass water. Work for those brothers, because if not, you're irrelevant. You're diminishing. You're becoming small in a big old room. So what do you got to do? Post the wife. 3, 4, 5 comments about the wife, about the supporters. Yeah, you got to get grimy, and you got to stay grimy. You will never elevate. You will have to stay yucky, stay nasty, stay messy, or you are nobody. You will disappear. And they know that. They know if they're not messy. They know if their channel's not messy. They know if they're not just downright nasty, going after somebody for no reason. Brianna hasn't said anything to these people. Brianna went to church on Sunday, came back, and the photo is on people's community boards. Because they know their position. They know what they have to do to stay relevant, to feel important. Anyway, let's continue. Again, what this message is really saying, I think I said that. I said that already. Okay. So what this whole situation exposes here, this person weaponizes chaos to get closer to the men that she idolizes. Yeah, believe it or not, people idolize Kevin and LaTruth, mainly because I don't know, I'm not going to say Kevin, but because, we found out yesterday, at least on YouTube alone. I don't know what's going on Facebook, but YouTube alone, it says that it appears that his numbers are genuine, organic, okay? But it said his brother is padding those numbers along with, some other people, okay? But people are idolizing them for their supporters, for their numbers, for their popularity, okay? So again, this person weaponizes chaos for what? She wants to be seen, okay? She wants to be heard. She wants to feel important, and she wants to get closer and closer to the men that she idolizes, okay? Robert and Kevin are enabling this publicly and privately. LaToya got thrown away and replaced with someone who has no blood ties, just a big, nasty, disgusting mouth and a deeper loyalty to male egos. Okay, we don't do that shit over here. Yeah. No. You better take that male ego somewhere else because it don't work over here like that, right? This person thrives off of mess. And when I say this person, I'm talking about the person that wrote this particular message here, okay? This person thrives off of mess and the brothers reward it as long as it is directed at their enemies or estranged families, okay? All right, let's continue. Let's talk about and break down the real story, okay? This person is inserting herself into a broken family dynamic and being publicly embraced for it. Yeah. Now, we've said this over and over and over that all four of these siblings, if you go back to my live that I did while I was only 14 days in or 7 days in or however long I was blogging, I want to say 7 days in. I was 7 days of blogging or something like that. And I did a live and all the siblings were in my chat. Every last one of them. Every last sibling was in my chat. When we talked then, you guys, we had a private conversation of how broken their family was. We had Kevin up on the panel saying that he was done with Dawn, that he'll never talk to Dawn again. You see him and Dawn. And see, that should be a clear example for people right there. Y'all heard Kevin on my panel say that he was done with Dawn. She was dead to him, remember? She's dead to me. He said that. Kevin Wesley said that about his blood sister. She's dead to me. But now she's not. They cool now. They made up, right? They did. Just like Toya will make up with her brothers. Trust me when I tell you. But anyway, again, this person is inserting herself into a broken family dynamic and being publicly embraced for it. Robert and Kevin are biological brothers. LaToya and Dawn are biological sisters. And after a public family fallout, this person viciously attacked LaToya, mocked her life, her character, and even possibly her past struggles. Instead of the brothers checking this person, both brothers publicly praised and thanked her. Now this person is publicly calling herself their little sister, mocking LaToya with jabs like they ain't never got to worry about me selling them out for drugs and alcohol. She name drops Dawn to further cement herself as part of the new family. What's so disturbing about this? Well, this is a public replacement of their real sister. This person brag isn't subtle. She's telling the world they traded in blood for loyalty. So you know how they used to say family over everything? No, loyalty over everything. Okay? It ain't no F-O-E, it's L-O-E. Okay? And this is what she's saying. She's bragging about it. She's telling the world. They traded in their blood for loyalty. I'm the new sister now because I'll never turn on them. That is not love, you guys. That's emotional blackmail disguised as loyalty, okay? She weaponized their family drama for clout. This person is capitalizing on a vulnerable, painful family fallout. Not to bring healing or unity, but to gain power and proximity to them. And she's doing it messy and viciously. Kevin and Robert reward this. They could have said, hey, we appreciate your support, but can you please keep our family and our drama out of your mouth? Like, this ain't nothing to play with. We got some healing to do and we okay with that. And we're going to heal on our own time. I really do appreciate your support, but can you please not get in the mix? Please don't go after my sister. They both could have said that, but they didn't. This person is now acting like the chosen one. And with her platform, she's emboldened, mocking LaToya's position as if she is their ride or die now, and building her following on the ashes of real sibling bond. Okay. She said, Amore, I don't think this is going to be a makeup because Toya knew that. Hold on. Amore, I don't think this on gonna be a makeup because Toya knew what they were about in the beginning. Dawn never grew up with them. Like Toya said, they sending people to drag her like they did Brie. Yeah, but I know siblings and I know family, and trust me, family makes up. Okay, baby, they just do. I mean, listen, I've seen worse than this, literally worse than this between family. And you would think that they wouldn't have made up. I'm talking about worse than this, and they made up. Family make up, sweetheart. They make up. Now it may not look good now because things are still fresh and new. But trust me when I tell you, family make up. She said, Kevin and Robert is getting the other girls to drag Toya's daughter. Check your messages. What? Let me see what you're talking about. She said, Amore, I haven't seen one commercial. I hope you monetize your live. Oh, I don't know if I did or not. Hold on. I think I did. I thought I did. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to get back to it in a minute. Let me just check my messages right quick. And that's crazy. So thank you for sending me that. So I see where it looks like one of their heavy supporters is dogging out Toya's daughters, which is crazy to me. And they're letting it. We'll get to that in a minute. Let me stay focused, you guys. When y'all have new stuff, can y'all hold off on sending it to me, please? Because it breaks my focus for real. But thank y'all. I appreciate it. We can always get to it another day. I go live every day out the week except for one. So, but it does break my focus though. All right. So let's get back to where we were. Where were we? Damn, I forgot. I think we was talking about, she's weaponizing their family drama for clout. She's capitalizing on vulnerability, painful family fallout, not to bring healthy healing or unity, but to gain power and proximity. And she's doing it viciously and messy and nasty. Kevin and Robert rewarded it. Yep. They should have came out like I said, and said, I appreciate your support, but please keep my family business out of your mouth. Don't speak on my sister. And now this person is acting like the chosen one. And with her platform, she emboldens it, mocking LaToya, positioning herself as their ride or die, and building her followers on the ashes of real sibling bond. All right. So this is not about loyalty. This is about ego manipulation and a twisted kind of family rebranding. This person didn't become their sister through no healing. I said that before. She got there by tearing down their sister. Tearing down. Let that make sense. She became the new sister for tearing down their sister, their own blood. And being messy enough to make them feel protected. They feel protected now. That's not evolution. That's dysfunction disguised as family. And the fact that Kevin, who calls himself a leader, calls himself a life coach, he's co-signing the bullshit. It says more about him than it does about this person. It does. So who's to blame here? Who's to blame? Primary blame falls on Kevin and his brother LaTruth. Why, you may ask? Well, because they are the anchors of the entire dynamic. Okay? They publicly fell out with their sister LaToya. They allowed and praised this person for attacking her. They gave this person power by endorsing her and saying things like, In many ways, I do see you as my sister. They set the tone and standards that disrespect toward their own blood. It's acceptable. As long as it aligns with their ego or public image. He says, don't worry about old girl talking about my daughter. I'll be live on YouTube tomorrow talking about how MJ looked like a dog with the mane tomorrow. Tell that hoe to go ring another bell. Ooh, OB. Well, I'm sure if you tell everybody what time you're going live, people will show up, okay? I'm sure they will. Welcome to the chat, OB. Welcome to the chat. So again, who's to blame? The brothers are to blame. Why? Well, because they are the anchors in this entire situation, okay? They publicly fell out with Toya. They allowed and praised the other person for attacking her. They gave the person power by endorsing her and calling her sis. They set the tone and standards that disrespect toward their own blood is acceptable, as long as it aligned with their ego or public image. They could have shut all this down, but they didn't. And that makes them the enabler and gatekeeper of toxicity. All right. The other person is also to blame. Now, the reason why I'm not saying no names, y'all know I told y'all I ain't giving nobody no more clout over here. I do have new people come in my chat. And one thing I will not do is send no subs. She'll have to keep buying them jokers. You hear me? I will send no subs that direction, but I will point out behaviors. Okay. So that other person has a very high blame, but it is secondary to the brothers. This person is absolutely responsible for her own behavior. She's the one who is using her platform to actively mock, dox, drag, bash, bully other women, including his sister. She is the one that inserted herself into a personal family matter and made it content. She is the one who is benefiting socially and emotionally from her cruelty. She is the one bragging about it. I'm the new sister now. But here's the key. She wouldn't have this level of power if Kevin and Robert did not hand it to her. Okay? If they did not hand it to her. So, again, let's talk about what this person or who she is to Kevin and to Robert. She is their attack dog that they have weaponized. Their self-proclaimed replacement sister. She is their mouthpiece she's the mouthpiece they reward for chaos. She is a woman who made it her mission to harass and destroy anyone who disagrees with these brothers, okay? She goes after the critics. If you say something against the brothers, she's going to dox you, harass you, bully you, post you, dig into your family, go find your ex-husbands, baby daddies, first boyfriend, kindergarten teacher, and post about it. She is going to obsess over your looks. You can look 10 times, 25 times better than her. She will put up your photo and claim that you're unattractive without even looking back at the mirror, not one time at herself. Yeah. She will do that. Okay. Again, she's making it her mission to do these criminal activities, all for what? To stay in the circle, baby. Okay. Yes, this woman has attacked families, children, and supporters, all while being praised by Kevin, Wesley, and LaTruth. So let that sink in. They handed her a platform and called her sis after she helped destroy their real sister. All right. Again, this isn't about petty drama. This is about a black man who calls himself a leader, a motivational speaker, a life coach. We've heard those terms from both brothers, right? But what do? They reward violence, mockery, and division. And the people that's on the worst end of it are what? Women, but not just women, particularly Black women, their own sister, their supporters, anyone who dare to disagree with them. They have their watchdog to humiliate herself. They are using her to come out here because they know that she has a mental issue. They know she's off her rockers, but they will empower her. They will say things to her like, you're strong, you're capable, you stand in the pain, you stand up for yourself, you are real, you're honest. Everything you're doing, you're just taking up for yourself. You're not attacking nobody. You're not doing anything wrong. No, everything you're doing is right. Keep doing it, is what they're saying. They like this. They absolutely love this. And if she ever stopped doing it, she will be kicked to the curb, just like LaToya. Okay? This person is definitely part of the dysfunction. Absolutely. She has her own dysfunction going on, but because she wants to feel relevant, to be seen, she's willing to do whatever for them as long as she can get attaboys, hand claps, and praises. As long as she can post it on her community wall and say, thank you, Kevin. Thank you, brother. Thank you, LaTruth. That's what she wants. She wants praise from them. Mm-hmm. But you know what she is really? And this is not for me to sound mushy or anything like that. But she's just a pawn. That's it. She's a pawn for men that benefits from her behavior. They know she's a little off, like I told y'all. Yes, we know her attacks are intentional. Yes, we know that, but she's being used and rewarded by Kevin and Robert. They know what they're doing. So she's really a pawn. And just like one person in the comments said, a crash dummy. Yeah, that's what she is. Mm-hmm. So it's not that she has power. She's just a puppet. She's being used as a puppet. She thinks she's in control, but in reality, she's being used as a tool to attack people the brothers don't want to attack directly. Nah, they don't want to come out here and fight because it messes up their image. They look like little bees. They don't look so powerful when they're out here for 30 days and 30 nights fussing with their critics. Yeah. So they need an attack dog, a tool, a puppet, a pawn to use. They feel like they found one. She's being rewarded with access, attention, and public praise, which fuels her obsession. And it's Kevin and Robert, the ones that's handing her all of this. Okay? They use her to say things that their asses are too cowardly to say themselves. Yeah. They want to do all the things that she's doing. They want to dig into your background. Disagree with them if you want to. Like he stuffed his pants today. If we dare say Kevin Wesley stuffed his pants today, he would love to come out and call you 21 Bs, talk about your kids, talk about your mom and your daddy. He would love to do that, but it don't make him look good now. So he handed the wrench over to the unstable one, the easily manipulated one, the pawn. Yeah, his crash dummy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She earned their approval by tearing down their real sister. Okay? She didn't become their little sister by showing love. She earned her spot because she attacked Toya. You remember that poster she put up and said, which one y'all like better, Toya or Dawn? Toya or Dawn, right? She's dragging other women and going after anyone who questions their image, who questions their lifestyle, who questions anything about the brothers. Oh, put some up about the brothers if you want to. Oh, it's your ass. It's your ass. You don't have a right to blog about this family. No. They went and picked the weakest one. Because the weakest one is what? The easiest one to manipulate. Okay? Anyway, again, like I said, that's not sisterhood. It's strategy, and they're using her. Period. They are. They are using her. Okay? Her aggression is all smokescreen, and they're hiding behind it. While she's out here going live, sometimes 3 times a day, yelling, lying, spitting, screaming, and attacking other people, what are they doing? Well, they're posting quotes about peace. They're loving on their family. They're loving on their son. They're going out to eat. They're doing skits. They are enjoying it. You want to know why? Because this is not growth. It is cowardly hiding behind their pit bulls. 2 cowards that is cowardly hiding behind their pit bulls. That's why she's out here spinning out. She's screaming, yelling, and all that or whatever, right? She's doing that while they're like, oh, I love you, honey. I love you too. I love you, son. I love you too. I love you, daughter. I love you too. Look at me. I love my life. I love my peace. I love my calm. I love everything about my life. Everything is great. Yeah. I got my pit dog out there doing my dirty work while I'm over here going to sleep at night, getting my rest. This is what the brothers are saying. I'm able to get my rest because I got somebody over there spinning out of control. Pages getting struck. They don't give a damn. They don't care nothing about they don't care nothing about pages being struck. They don't care nothing about harassment charges being filed. They don't care nothing about that. Why would they care? They're not affected. That's why. Because it ain't their real sister. Again, she's a pawn. The moment she ever stopped acting a fool for them, she would no longer be little sis. Nah, She would be a blogger clout chasing off of their name. You see how TC and Mina, how they was a supporter of LaTruth in the right way, not the wrong way. You know, they supported, not necessarily tearing down his ex-wife. No, they supported him by showing up at his events. They literally spent money to support that joker. Remember that? Remember that? They were a supporter of his. He was never a supporter of theirs. You got to understand that. Again, and they didn't go hard enough in LaTruth's eyes and in Kevin's eyes. They didn't go hard enough. Why? Because they wasn't willing to drag Brianna by her teeth. You know, they wasn't willing to do that to the ex-wife. So they became dispendable. You see how fast Robert cut them off? And they're the only ones, if I'm not mistaken, that has ever showed up to any of his events. Did anybody else? Did anybody else show up to the events? Because I don't think so. I think they're the only ones that ever put time, invested time in showing up to their events. Okay? So again, the moment that this person stopped acting a fool, whether she does it voluntarily or she's directed or ordered to do so, she would just be another person clout chasing off of their name. Because that's what they say. That's what they say. They say you're clout chasing when they don't like you no more. You can use their name as long as you're doing their dirty work. The moment you stop doing their dirty work, you're clout chasing. You're hashtagging me. Oh, you're clout chasing. You're going to be a clout chaser. And then it's going to be like, I never told you to do anything. You did that because your own mental instability, your own retardation. You did that shit because you just an unhinged ass individual, because it will come to that. It will come to that. Okay. So again, let's continue. They're hiding behind this loudmouth, this pit bull this person that's just self-destructing. They are hiding behind that. Okay. Let's continue. This person, again, is messy and chaotic, but she's not the brand. Make no mistake, she is not the brand, and she's not the legacy. Kevin and LaTruth, that's where the power and the audience lies, okay? If you attack this person too directly or too often, oh, never mind. Let me not say that one. That's for me. That's for me. Again, I already said that. Oh yeah, let me name some other things that that she is. You know, because I told y'all that she was the attack dog, right? The crash dummy, the puppet, right? I told y'all that, right? Here's some other things. She is the replacement mouthpiece. And you know, that name has been given to quite a few people. You remember when a person that we used to align with, and she no longer could fit in our circle, so she belly crawled over there to their circle. Well, you remember she was the mouthpiece. Remember that? She was the mouthpiece. I mean, I think she's trying to get her position back, but I think she's lost it. Okay. But she was the mouthpiece. Now the other person is the replacement mouthpiece. Okay. She's the replacement mouthpiece. The attack doll, the surrogate sister who earned her spot by dragging the real sister. The chaos agent, they empowered. Again, the replacement mouthpiece. And the woman who's doing their dirty work while they sit back and post quotes. That's who she is. Okay? She is disposable. Like a tool. They're not putting her in a little box like a diamond. Hell no. She is disposable. They will throw her out with the bathwater. Okay? All right? So when you reward dysfunction, you don't get loyalty, you get chaos. And these two brothers who claim to be leaders, life coaches, motivational speakers, they have chosen to empower the messiest, most disgusting, insecure woman in the room. Why? Because her mouth benefits their ego. Her behavior benefits their ego. Her rhetoric benefits their ego. It's the ego. It's the image. Okay. They are using her for their image. Attack my critics. Attack my critics. I need you to stay on my critics. Because I don't want my critics pointing out my manipulation, pointing out my lies, pointing out my inconsistencies, pointing out my behaviors. Attack my critics. Attack my critics. Okay. So again, there we go. That's what's going on, you guys. I'm not gonna read all the rest of this. It's too much. So that is what's going on. That's what this message is about. That's why he left this comment again. You know, as much as I hate to see y'all argue and all, because it ain't just arguments, it's and all. So that as much as I hate to see y'all argue, dig up people's background, post family members, go way back into relationship history, target people that ain't even saying shit to you, go after everybody in the comments, stalk and harass people, right? Lie on people, accuse them of things that's not true, say they have 10 pages when they clearly don't, right? As much as I hate to see y'all argue and all, I do appreciate you. I appreciate you. So I thank you, is what he's saying. Thank you for harassing my critics. Thank you for posting their families. Thank you for targeting people just for agreeing with the host. Thank you. Thank you for making their life miserable on your platform. Thank you for allowing your platform to be screwed up, messed up, messy. Thank you. Thank you for taking one for the team. Thank you for looking like a complete idiot while I sit over here and look like a loving father and a loving husband. Thank you. Thank you for yelling and spitting at the screen. Thank you. Thank you for calling somebody neck wrinkles, right? But you don't see no wrinkles. Thank you for talking about people's appearance. Yeah, thank you. Even though I'm going to turn around and say that you're a victim because they talk about you, but it's okay for you to talk about them. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you. When you say I appreciate you, you are saying thank you. I appreciate you and everything that you do. And in many ways, I do see you as a sister. You are real and you are honest. Yeah, honest. Even though she said out her own mouth, I don't target people and go after people that don't come after me. The only reason why I'm out here swinging is because they're coming after me. I'm the victim here. They're coming after me, right? But yet, Sean don't go after nobody. No, Sean was simply doing blogger work. She was blogging. She saw something that caught her attention and she blogged about it. And what happened? Well, the attack dog, the pawn, the surrogate sister, the one that's being used, she had something to say. Stop talking about that family. Stop talking about that family. Okay? So anyway, who's behind it all? Robert, Kevin. This is not leadership. This is being a straight up ass coward. Both brothers are. Both brothers are cowards. Why? Because they're rewarding badass behavior. And then they come out here and say things like, I don't like drama. I'm not into this drama. I don't want my content to be about drama. Yeah, okay. But you reward it. You absolutely reward it. We've heard Robert say before, keep doing God's work. Well, how is that any different than I appreciate you? You're real and you're honest. Sometimes when people want you to continue on what your behaviors, or they want to sway your belief, or or have you go light on them, they compliment you. They say things like, "You're a good blogger. You are a wonderful blogger. You are intelligent. Your channel is amazing." They tell you all these accolades, and weak people fall for that shit. They believe it. They actually believe it. But guess what? You will have to go over to their live stream to catch them, because they ain't coming over to yours. Now, if you taking up for them, oh, they there. But let you talk about cookies and creams, honey, or the weather in Chicago. You know what I mean? They don't want to hear that shit. They don't care nothing about your commentary. They don't care nothing about you. They just said that because they realized that you bark loud. You bark loud, and they want to use you. And most of those people have allowed that to happen. Okay? Again, that's what we got here, you guys. That's exactly what we got here. If you like my commentary, if you like my breakdown of the comment that Kevin left, and then turn around and a comment that this other person left or whatever, feel it in your heart to bless this live stream with a super chat, super sticker, Cash App, coffee, anything. Donate to the channel, memberships. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. And I'm going to go to the comment section. And please thumbs up this video and share, please. Thank you. She says, I wouldn't want those Bristers to see me as a sister, because look how they do and did their real sister. No, thank you. I'll pass. I agree. I absolutely agree. She says, Kevin call her every morning and say, rise, sis, something Toya don't get. Do me a favor. I no longer want to use her name in my chat again. I do not want to give her, and I know y'all don't know this, but I do not want to give her any clout. So can we just say the pawn or the one that's being used or something like that? I'm no longer will give her any clout over here. We can point out behaviors, right? Because at first I was just going to forget it. But I had a long talk with someone and they said, no, hell no, don't not point out the behavior. You can point out the behavior, but don't mention her name. Don't give clout. So that's where we're going. And this is a bigger blogger than me. And so we're not going to dismiss behaviors because that's what we do. That's what my channel is about. We would absolutely point out toxic, disgusting behaviors, but we ain't calling names over here. Okay. We're not giving no channel, no clout. Let them continue to buy bots. You know what I mean? They come, 100 at a time. It appears. Okay. All right. So let them buy their subscribers. We're not sending no subscriber over there. Okay. So if y'all could do that for me, I appreciate it. But y'all can mention names of people that we support. But the people that we don't support, you can mention Kevin and LaTruth name because those are the ones when we're talking about them. You can mention their names, but the itty little people, these little itty bitty people, don't mention the itty bitty people's name. Okay. All right. Let's just say the pawn, the one that's being used or something like that. Okay. Thank you, Tatiana. I appreciate you, love. But I got what you were saying. You were saying that she gets a call every morning. Yeah. And that call that she gets every morning, that's an empowerment call. That's what you call an empowerment call. Okay. That's a confirmation call. I appreciate you. You're doing great. You're doing excellent. You're doing amazing. That's that reassurance call. Okay. And that's why you have seen an escalation of fuckery, of foolery. You understand what I'm saying? Spinning out of control. Straight spinning straight on their head. You know what I mean? But again, you guys, she said her little treat. Kenny said, I agree with you. I agree with you, Kenny. The call is to tell her what to go live about. Yeah, the reassurance, the attaboy. You know what I'm saying? When it was in the military, they used to say attaboys all the time. Give them attaboys. A lot of people live off of that. They need those attaboys. Oh, that-a-boy. Yeah. You know how you have a dog and a dog is sitting in front of you and you pat that dog on the head and the dog start wagging their tail and panting real loud. They just love it, right? You'd be like, oh, attaboy, that-a-boy, you doing good, that-a-boy. Yeah, some people need that in real life, okay? They need those attaboys in real life. And this person seems to be one of those persons, okay? She said, good evening, Amora. Can someone drop Sean's page here? I wasn't able to find it. Thank you. Yes, moderator, can y'all grab Sean's link and drop it in the chat for me, please? Thank you. She said, Amora, think this has went too far to men and the way OB feel. I don't think the family will never be able to be around one another. They may not, but I do believe that they will find a common ground. I mean, let me tell you, people die. People die. And when people die, people see each other at funerals and they tend to extend grace to each other at funerals, okay? So I've seen worse fallouts than this over some way more serious issues than this. And they found a way to forgive and, get back acquainted with one another. Them two brothers better believe what you put out comes back tenfold. Yep. Thank you so much, LaTanya. You're right. You absolutely right. Whatever you reap is what you sow. You reap what you sow. Whatever you sow, you will reap. That's what it is. Whatever you sow, you will reap. Yep. So it'll come back tenfold. And let me tell y'all this. There's a difference in calling out toxic behaviors. There's a difference in calling out manipulation and calling out people's bullshit, right? It's a difference in doing that and than just full throttle attacking someone, humiliating them to the point of posting their loved ones and whatnot on your community board. Some people are just unhinged. Absolutely. And we've seen a lot of that lately. So, yeah. Crazy, right? She said, K. Diddy gonna get whooped if he go to a funeral or family reunion. Oh, yeah. Obi did say that, didn't he? Yeah, I don't think he's allowed at any of the family activities, but I mean, come on. A funeral, he's gonna go, right? He may not, but we'll see. Yes, them brothers tell all of them what to say because they all make content about everything at the same time. That's how you know they believe they being fed. Oh, you know what? I want to show y'all something now. This don't have nothing to do necessarily with this video, but I still want to call it out. And I actually want y'all to see it for yourself. Okay. So let me go to it. I pointed it out earlier, but I want y'all to see it. It's actually rather sick, but it'll be, you just want to find something to pick it. No, not necessarily. But I'm not just going to overlook stuff like this, right? I want you to see it with your own eyes. And I know some of y'all have seen it because I posted it earlier. Well, not on my page, but I posted it on one of the groups. So hold on. Let me find it. Oh, I think it was this one. No, that's not it. Which one was it? Maybe it was this page. Okay. This is on LaTruth's I Record Everything page. Okay. Let me put it up for you. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All right, so LaTruth was doing a skit. Let me move this right quick. Oops, sorry. Oops. Okay, so LaTruth was doing a skit, and then in the skit, he came back. He's only received like 5 comments, so that's very low for a skit. You would think a skit like this would get way more comments. So, in my opinion, it just shows that people really wasn't into this this skit, okay? Because the skit only got 6.7 thousand views, 48 likes, and 5 comments. That's very low for anything. Hell, I say good morning and get more damn comments than that, okay? So anyway, but this page right here, How to Twerk, it says, I love these skits. Now, let me tell you what that's about. That's him, okay? Hold on 1 second. Okay. So raise your hand if you knew that was him. Raise your hand if you knew that How to Twerk was him. Raise your hand. Raise your hand in these comments if you knew it was him. If you knew that was him. Not if you assumed, if you knew it was him. I know a few of us knew it was him. So I only see like 1 hand raised. Okay, Oliver said, been knowing. Okay. Oh, there go the hands. Oh, there must be a serious delay, you guys. Serious delay. I see some hands coming in. So about 4 or 5 people knew that How to Twerk was him. But let me show y'all how you can find out who's behind a page. Now, again, the page have to have been out for a while, and they have to be receiving, it has to be monetized for it to tell you who's behind the page, okay? Well, not monetized, but capable of being monetized, okay? It can't just be some old troll page. It has to be a page that is either receiving money or capable of receiving money. Okay. All right. So let's click on how to twerk. Can one or two people do this along with me? Can y'all put down in the comments that you're going to do this along with me? Let me go grab another bottle of water. But put in the comments if you're doing this along with me. Tell me in the comments and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Y'all, I have to stay hydrated, baby. All right, so who's doing this along with me? Oh, Tatiana said I've been here with you from the beginning. So who's doing this with me? But anyway, so if you click on how to twerk, let's click on the name, how to twerk. So I clicked on it. And right here, it says in the intro, page real creator, Robert Hampton is responsible for this page. So if you go to it right here, it says Robert Hampton is responsible for this page. But even if that's not convincing, you click on about. You always go to page transparency. You click on page transparency, okay? And the page transparency comes up and it tells you this page was created January the 11th of 2014, okay? And then if you go down, it shows you the ID of the page and everything. And then it says Facebook is showing information to help you understand the purpose of this page, right? They started doing that here lately. And then it says right here, Robert Hampton is responsible for this page, okay? Page manager location is in the United States, all right? All right. Now, I'm not even going to show y'all what's on the page. I think some of y'all probably already know, but you can go and look through it all you want to. But yeah, that is his page. She said, don't show it more. Well, I already did. I mean, too bad, too sad. I already showed it, but that is his page. So at any rate, let's go back to the video. Oops. Let's go back to the video. Robert is the type of person that comments on his own video to strike the audience to engage. This is what you call an engagement tactic, okay? Now, I don't do it, but some people do, I guess. I don't do it. People that use other pages that they have, and they will come down in their comments and post 15 comments on their own to spark engagement. We've caught him doing this quite a bit. Have whole full-fledged conversations with himself to spark engagement. So it's an engagement tactic that people with weak commentary does it. She said, I'm more be teaching and giving out gems. Oh, well, sorry. My bad. But again, it's for people to have weak content that can't stand on his own, okay? That can't get comments on his own. They can't get likes and views on his own. So they have to come and they have to spark the conversation. So he says, I love these skits. And he said that with the hopes of somebody else saying, I do too. I love these skits too. I appreciate these skits too. Keep doing these skits. Now, I'm sure he's told this young lady, if you do skits with me, I will help you go viral. Well, this is viral. It got 6,700 views, okay? That's about as viral as she gonna get, okay? She don't know him from a can of paint. She saw his fake fluffed 1 million followers and said, oh, he's about to put me on. Let me get this person out of here. There we go. I was watching. They was looking kind of weird, and I was like, yeah, they're gonna say something. So that person literally came in here to and had to subscribe to my page, y'all, just to leave some crazy old comment. But he gone, whoever that is. All right. But anyway, again, he comes and comment, and he does it a lot. Okay. He does it a lot, and he comments up under his own post. He say things like, "You're an awesome dad. You're a good father. I know you're paying child support. I believe that you're telling the truth. You're an innocent man. I support you always. You're attractive. I want to give you some D or some P or some C," or, he does that literally all for engagement. He does it to try to encourage people to follow suit. Okay? He does it to try to encourage people to follow suit. He literally beat his own self up in the comments. I never really met anybody like that needs that much uplifting, that they'll uplift themselves under fake ass, other pages. I'll say other pages. Okay? When he be reading those, "You're sexy" or whatever, he's probably set that shit up himself. "You're sexy" or whatever. I'm not saying women don't say it, because y'all know, we do know some women that will definitely, get undressed for this man. Okay. All right. We know that. But yes, low self-esteem, it is extreme insecurity. But he literally, when he did that app, when they were going back and forth with each other through the divorce, he did that app to disparage his ex-wife. He was literally in the comments saying shit like, "I love your music. I can't wait till you have another show. I want to show up at your show. I always knew you was an innocent man. You a good person. I know you didn't do that." And he was literally talking back to the people, or to himself, because he's the one that put the comments in there. He was literally talking back to himself saying, "Yeah, man, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I love you." Like, you already knew something was up when the whole comment section was freaking giving him compliments. But that's basically saying that that's what he expects. He literally expects no critics whatsoever. Nobody to call him out on his bullshit. That's a narcissist for you. Narcissists don't want you to point out anything that they do wrong. They only want you to highlight the things they do right. No, go over there and talk about how I just bought her another pair of shoes. Go over there and talk about how I attempted to do her hair. Go over there and talk about how I took her to Legoland 2 days in a row. Don't talk about how I'm all these months behind on child support. Don't talk about how I got caught calling her 40 times, even though I be telling people she calling me. Don't talk about that. Don't highlight things that I do wrong. Only highlight things that I do right. That's a narcissist for you. That's what narcissists do. They think so highly of themselves, and ain't nothing wrong with thinking highly of yourself, right? But thinking so highly of yourself that you don't hold yourself accountable for anything is useless. You're not growing. You're not growing at all. Who don't want growth in their life? I want to grow. Don't let me stay stagnant by, telling me I'm doing an amazing job when I'm not. Help elevate me. But narcissists, no, they want you to tell them what you're doing is right. The decision you made was perfect. The way you did it, oh, excellent. You remember the other day when the person was like, "Robert, I've been saying hey, and you've been ignoring me. You just been ignoring me." He pretty much snapped at that person. Don't come in here fussing at me. Y'all heard me already say 50, 11 times that I was doing good. Why you still asking me that? He snapped at a person, and they were a supporter. Why? Because that person was not supposed to call him out for not seeing their comment or not responding to their comment. That person was not supposed to call him out. No. That person was supposed to say, "I know you're busy because you're such a famous and important guy, And I know you may have slipped by you, but let me just type it again for the 35th time. Can you please say my name, pretty please, with sugar on top? And he's supposed to say, oh, thank you for noticing how famous and busy I am. Thank you for noticing how important I am. Thank you so much for calling that out. Yes, let me give you a shout out for recognizing that I'm a famous bitch. I'm popular. I'm the bomb.com, you know? Yeah, that part. I want to show y'all one more thing and then we're going to get off. Let me show y'all this right quick. Give me 1 second. Which I find to be right on the money, baby. Right on the money. I gotta find it now. I wasn't planning on showing y'all this, but thanks to one of my actually, she my little sis. Thanks to one of my little sis for sending it to me. And again, I wasn't gonna show it. Not that I wasn't gonna show it, but I found it to be interesting, but I didn't. I wasn't I didn't. It wasn't my plan to show it. But I think it needs to be seen. So I gotta find it. Is this it? No, it's coming, y'all. Don't worry. It's coming. Oh my. I'm up here looking for it in here. It may not even be in here. It might be in. You know what? I think it's not in here. Hold on. Let me look a few more. And if you guys have not seen the video that Sean did, please go look at it. Because it is the bomb. The accuracy is just right on point. She pointed out some things that, needs to be seen. Is this it? Okay, so it must have been in the sisterhood group. So let me look in the sisterhood group. I was actually looking in one of my messengers, but it's not it. I don't see it in there. So let's look in the sisterhood group. Let's see. Okay, now where you point? Okay, so it's not in that group, so it must be in my other group. All right, so it's not in here. How did you send that to me? Give me a second, y'all. Work with your girl. Work with your girl. Work with your girl. It's not in the sisterhood. All right. So which one is it in? Oh, come on. All right. Let me here. I keep wanting to say. I don't see it. All right. Well, I don't see it, y'all, but it was a good video. Lamika, are you still in here? Because that's who posted it. Did she send it to me directly? Let me see. I don't think you sent it to me directly. No, you didn't send it to me directly. Y'all, I can't find it. But anyway, it was a video, or maybe it was a few days ago. Maybe I'm just not finding it because it was a few days ago, maybe. Anyway, but I can't find it, y'all. But it was a video. It was a TikTok video about a girl speaking on narcissism. And oh my God, it was, man, I wanted y'all to see it because it was to the T what we see Robert do. Oh my God, I want y'all to see that. Let me see if I can call her right quick and see if she can send it to me. Hold on. Oh, damn, I don't have my phone in here. She said it was like a text message. I don't see it though. I don't see it. So I'm not sure if I don't see it in no text message. It's a TikTok video. Or did she tag me in it? Maybe she tagged me in it. Let me see something. I think that's what she did. I think she tagged me in it. Let me see. I know this ain't
What will
it.
finally destroy a narcissist? Narcissists are destroyed.
Oh, no, that's not it. Hold on. Was I tagged in it? I may have been. Oh, but if I was tagged in it, I'm not going to find it. I don't have my phone with me. So anyway, y'all, I'm so sorry I can't show y'all. I wish I could because baby, the accuracy is just spot on. But I want to say she posted it, and I don't know why I don't see it. I want to say she even posted it in the group, but I don't see it in the group. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Anyway, thank you so much for the loud noise. Someone just made a loud noise with a $10 tip. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. I really wanted to show y'all that video but I can't, and I don't like it when I can't find something that I really want y'all to see. I don't know why I thought it was posted in the sisterhood group. I really want to show y'all that video. But I can't find it. And y'all funny in this sisterhood too, girl. The stuff y'all be posting in here just be having me cracking up. Somebody wants me to talk about the fight between the mother and a daughter. I'm going to look into that tonight and I'll see if I'll be blogging on that. I guess a mom and a daughter got in a real life scuffle. And I'm talking while looking for that video. If I can find it, I'll show it. But if I can't find it, then it's just going to bother the hell out of me. I'm just going to be honest. If I can't find it, because I really want y'all to see it. I should have just downloaded it, but I didn't. But I watched it. Hold on, let me scroll a little bit longer. And maybe Lamika wasn't the one that posted it. You know, they are trying to insinuate that Jamal or Malcolm Jamal was his drowning was not accidental. I'm like, all these people with these conspiracy theories be driving me bonkers. Have y'all heard it? Have y'all heard that they was people are spreading that they was trying to take him out because he was going against the rap industry, the R&B hip hop industry, and they're saying that it was all a setup. I'm like, oh my God. People can't even die these days in peace, babe. They just gonna make up some shit. I don't believe in all that because, okay, I don't see it. I don't know why I don't see it. And I wish I did, but I don't. and it's bothering the crap out of me because I can't find it. But anyway. Okay, anyway. She said, yes, it's all on TikTok. Yeah, they are trying to say that it was all a setup, that it wasn't an accident. And, I'm just like, oh my God. And it be the black people that be doing that with this conspiracy theory shit. She said the girl in the message said Robert lied about it. That he didn't say what he said. LOL. It was hilarious. Sad. What are you talking about, Kim? Fucking around with Pete Talk. I saw it. Someone posted it then. I guess someone told her to remove it. It was a message from one of the kids. I saw it. What are y'all talking about? Something got posted a couple of days ago where he was sad about Bree never coming back because Ja is still around. Who posted it and then deleted it the other day? I know I saw it before it got deleted. She said, we got something big to help you and it will come in secret. You will never know who I am. You will be blessed. Without our name behind anything, we don't need a shout out and it's coming from our heart. Huh? Look it up for her name. I did. I looked it up for her name and I didn't see anything. I got a surprise for y'all. I ain't gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all only on the members only for real. But I got something to tell y'all. I got something to share. He said, why can't I see comments? Oh, I want to tell y'all something right quick too. So I just found out from talking to someone at YouTube, as far as the being able to read the comments. So a way for that person that's being a pawn out here to not see what you post if you don't want your posts, your comments seen because you're afraid that they are going to, someone is going to harass you or try to, stalk your family and stuff like that. If you block them, they will not see your comments. However, this person is very known for having multiple fake pages. And I'm not even going to say fake over here because I don't even think that she tries to hide who she is over here. But she has a lot of pages on YouTube, but you will have to find them all. And that's the unfortunate thing. And you may not be able to find them all, but it's a lot of different pages. But if you somehow able to find all her pages, and if you block them all, she will not be able to see it. However, I'm sure she'll go create another one so she can see the comments. She said, I got her entire chat blocked except for like 4 or 5 people. Yeah. So they would not, she said entire chat. Oh my God. So they would not be able to see you type in the comments because I know a lot of you guys are scared to type because y'all don't want to be blasted and plastered all over her community wall. Now, the community wall is supposed to be an engagement tool. It's supposed to actually be there to actually help you with promoting your videos, your upcoming streams, your, just for engagement purposes with your supporters. It's supposed to be a supporter tool. Really, it's supposed to be a supporter tool to keep them engaged and also to keep them informed of your new video drops and this, that, and the other. It's not supposed to be a yelling or dysfunctional space to yell and keep crap going on your channel. That is not what your community wall supposed to be for. You're supposed to be engaging with your supporters like, hey guys, check out this video, or, saying thank you, this, that, and the other. She said, more check the Sisterhood Messenger. Oh, is it in there? What's a Sisterhood Messenger? What do you mean by Sisterhood Messenger? Maybe I'm a little off. The sisterhood has a messenger. I didn't know that the sisterhood had a messenger. Or you mean in check the sisterhood? Let me go to the sisterhood. I'm on the sisterhood page, but when you say the sisterhood messenger, what exactly does that mean? And I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble or nothing, but y'all got a messenger? Y'all got a messenger in the sisterhood? Because I damn sure ain't in it. So I don't know what you mean when you say check the sisterhood messenger. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means. Whose birthday? Happy birthday, Marissa. Mama to be. Happy birthday, girl. I wish I had that damn video. But anyway, I really wish I could show that video. I feel like it would top. It would be a great ending to my live stream. I can't find it and it's bothering me. It's bothering me. Are y'all like that when you can't find something and it bothers you? She was referring to the inbox for the sisterhood group. But what is what is that? What is the inbox for the sisterhood group? What is that? I don't know what that is. The inbox for the sisterhood group? What is that? I don't know. I don't know what that is. The inbox for the sisterhood group. She said, Amor, I just tagged your name in a few videos from the SH. What's the SH? From the SH. It's in there from 5 days. Oh, from the sisterhood. Oh, you just tagged me? It says, no, not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's actually a white lady talking. It's not that one. Let's see if it's this one. Nope, it's not that one. No, it's actually a white lady on TikTok. No, it's not that one either. It's not none of those three. 41 seconds on a more goal. Let's support. She said 41 seconds. It's okay, sis. She said, Amor, can you do another live on the Jacksonville traffic stop with Crump speaking on it? Oh, he came out and spoke. Oh, let's see right quick. Well, yeah, let's do another live. I can't find it, and I need to find my phone so I can call Tinkerbell because I don't know how Tinker sent me this. And now I'm wondering, did Tinker send it or did somebody else send it? I think Tinker sent it to me. I want to say Tinker sent it to me, but I don't see it. Let me put Tinker's name in here one more time. I don't see it. And it may have been a few days ago, but it was a really good video. And I really want to show y'all, but I can't find it. It's a white lady talking. Yeah, no, it wouldn't have been back that far. But yeah, so anyway, I don't see it. And I know I don't think Tinkers would have sent it to me personally, but let me just see if she sent it to my messenger on Facebook. I don't think she would when she has my phone number. I mean, she could have sent it directly to me, but let me just see. Did she? Well, it's not in there. It's not that one. We can always assure a later time. Yeah, because it's anyway, but let's get off of this live and let's come back live for just a few minutes and listen to the breakdown of what Crump is saying about, and that's if you're interested in the updates of William McNeil case. Okay. I can't find it. I guess the reason why I'm talking slow because I'm still looking for it. Anyway, I can't find it. I'm driving myself nuts trying to look for it. So she said Crump video is in the sisterhood. It was good. I watched the whole video. Okay. So let's break this live. So let me give you guys a shout out for definitely pulling up and showing some love to your girl. And I'm going to get right back on because I want to go over. I have not seen the Crump video, so it would be a real time reaction. Okay. So anyway, thank you. Watch this. Sassy D, Kimmy C, Sonia C, Popeye's Chicken, Daisy, Vet, Luck, I Miss Too Much for You, Candid Eye, Binky Bink, Tinker Bell, Vanessa. We got Cheryl, Quane and Wayne, Vanessa. We got Kelly, Key Marie, Latanya. And then we got a new member, Suzette. Thank you so very much, Suzette, for being a part of our family. The sponsor for this live is our girl, baby, Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell, thank you so much. Give Tinkers a big round of applause for being the sponsor of this live. I want to go grab the video for Crump, him coming out speaking on the William McNeil case, William McNeil Jr. case. And I want to come back live and break it down. Now, I'm not going to be live long on the second one. Maybe only, I don't know, hopefully only like 20, 30 minutes because y'all know we still got these grandbabies and baby, they wake up so damn early. It don't even make no sense. You hear me? I'm talking about too damn early. And we have a full day ahead of us tomorrow, okay? Because tomorrow is our really last day with the girls. They go back Friday, okay? And then we're going to cut up Friday night. All right. So anyway, I love y'all. And if you want to meet me back here in 2-3 minutes, then stay tuned. Okay. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Hit that thumbs up on the way out. Bye, y'all.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Jay! She kept talking about
We
that
got these
family.
hoes over there. clapped out,
She kept
man.
talking about that family. She kept talking
Internet
about that
gangsters.
family. She kept talking about that family. She kept talking about that family. That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers don't be wanting to listen on damn body. Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our